live. Nothing? You're already dead?
It's been so long since I've heard this music, I forgot how much I liked it.
From the Committee to Unleash Prosperity's very heterosexual mini golf course. It's the podcast that puts the silly into ESG, Matt. Did you know that the S stands for silly? Isn't that funny of me? Aren't I clever?
That's really clever, yes. I do think we should unleash more, though. We haven't unleashed nearly enough.
Featuring BS Maestro Matt Mascardi. That's you.
That is me. It's just us.
And today's ESG-approved bed skirt called May 18th, 2023, BIZ NUGGETS!
Yeah!
It's been a while.
It's been a long time. I think the last time we did these were like March. I'm feeling good.
And I'm going to warn our listeners that I don't think they're very funny. So if you want funny, turn off now.
That's good work.
Yeah, but if you're into mediocre that just misses, hey, stay tuned.
Stick around. We've mastered that.
Yeah.
All right, you start us off.
Yeah, okay, I'm just going to go at it. Let's
go. Oh, we have a lot of them, too, right, so let's go.
Oh, starting from right from the top, your favorite. In our Hey Ma, they finally figured out a way to combine my love for cinnamon, A1 steak sauce, sugar-free ketchup, kimchi, pickled relish, and Nutella. Tell Dad. Headline of the week.
That's really terrible.
Kraft Heinz unveils customizable sauce dispenser with more than 200 condiment combos for restaurants. 200? What is that?
Do you think actually when they got to a certain number of condiments, they had to bring it to the board to get approval?
Ooh, I like
we're
this.
About to go way beyond.
Yeah. Sauce.
We have 160 combinations currently. We need board approval to go beyond this. Do you approve?
Is there a sauce committee at Heinz? It must be like a board level committee.
There really should be. Although I do like kimchi. You mentioned kimchi.
According to a company spokesperson, we thought lowering the lights and getting people trippy high would be the perfect way to distract them from how cheap this shit truly is. Headline of the week. IKEA is holding raves as part of new customer experience.
About time.
Actually, it kind of makes sense to me. I haven't been to IKEA very often. I have to go 2 hours to Boston. And when I was there and incredibly fatigued just by walking in there, incredibly bored.
Yeah, it hurts your soul a little bit.
I did think this might be kind of a fun place to break into at night with your friends.
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
Just go crazy, spill everything. Yeah.
What do you mean? You don't like this living room? Let's go to the other living room.
I do see that perspective, yes.
It's a real win. It's a real win.
The new product will be called I Suck.
Ooh.
And its feature technology is the ability to set scheduled self-hate calls to berate yourself for sucking at life, being a shitty friend, having chubby thighs, etc. Headline of the week. Ready for this one, Matt? Apple says your iPhone will soon be able to speak in your voice with 15 minutes of training. That sounds scary to me. I don't like that dystopia. I don't know about that one.
Also a little sad that it only takes 15 minutes to figure out what I sound like and how I act.
And then to mimic you and to go off into the world and be you.
Yeah. Although I was misled because I thought the I Suck would be a vacuum cleaner made by Apple.
No, it's just like you suck. I suck.
Yeah, we all suck.
Yeah.
Everything sucks. You did say this was the mediocre nugget hour.
In our Wendy's also announced a synergistic move to start offering 6, 12, and 20-piece extra crunchy rat nuggets. Headline of the week.
I
don't know about this one. Wendy's is testing underground tunnels to deliver pickup orders so you can skip the drive-thru. I mean, you got to be kidding me, right?
Why do we think if you dig a hole, everything goes faster? That's Boring Company's whole premise is dig a hole, it goes faster.
All I can think of is a combination between the tunnels they built in Breaking Bad to get meth under the border and the Boring Company. Yes, exactly.
All I can think of is a sewage leak while you're reaching out to get your Wendy's.
In our anti-woke champion, Vivek Ramaswamy was not available for comment, but was seen sobbing gently, throwing out all the decor from his man cave, mumbling, "First Walmart and now Target. I guess the only excellence left in retail is the shitty dollar store." Headline of the week. Target CEO says, DEI has fueled much of our growth over the last 9 years.
Oh, wait. Does that mean DEI is excellent?
Well, I guess it. Okay, that's where this paradox gets interesting, right?
My brain just flipped because
before
it was not excellence. This seems to imply it is.
Well, that's actually a fascinating question. Is there any way that you can prove to Vivek and all the anti-ESG people that it is excellent?
Well, he proved to us the reason why there wasn't DEI is because of systemic barriers put in place by years of education that did not cater to diverse cohorts. He used critical race theory to describe why there were fewer black people and women who were CEOs of Fortune 500 companies. So if you can do that, then maybe we can use this data that shows DEI fueled our growth over 9 years to show that DEI is excellent.
CEO Brian Cornell said that doing what's right for employees and the company culture adds value for shareholders. How do they refute that?
Wow. How did he measure that? Come on.
Exactly. In our Elizabeth Holmes has filed yet another appeal to delay her prison sentence as she pitches Liz and Billy and our two Keep Me Out of Prison babies to Tubi and Paramount Plus. Headline of the week. You called this one, Matt. The headline is Reality TV to the Rescue Amid Writers' Strike, ABC and Fox lean on unscripted shows.
Yes, that is correct. That's all that's going to happen. We're just going to get video cameras by idiots held in random places, and we're going to put that on streaming.
Well, we're ready. What about us?
I know. We haven't gotten a call from anybody yet.
We're not going to get a call. In our over 84% of Gen Z millennials would also switch jobs over non-organic tuna fish in the microwave smells. Headline of the week.
Really?
The headline is over 40% of Gen Z millennials would switch jobs over climate concerns. That's from ESG Today.
Oh, well, biased.
Well, I'm just saying.
I
wanted to plug them. ESG Today.
To? Is that only the oil and gas millennials?
I don't know.
Gen Zers, or where are they going?
Well, yeah. What does that mean? Climate concerns? Like your company is investing in climate, or like it's really hot where you park?
Yeah, I thought it was. No, I thought it was like Larry keeps turning the thermostat down to 66, and I like it better at 71.
I would leave for that.
That's a good reason to leave.
And finally, in our Ron DeSantis submits legislation to ban Ford SUV cameras for grades K through 12, public colleges, and Disney rides. Headline of the week.
Oh, okay.
Ford is recalling more than 422,000 SUVs to fix the rear camera display.
Oh.
See what I did there? See, it was a butt joke. You see what I did there?
I did see that, yeah.
Not my favorite. Butt joke,
Not my favorite joke.
Triggering Ron DeSantis,
But my first instinct was to say grades K through 12, they don't drive Fords.
Is Ford woke? Is Ford woke for having a camera in the back of the car?
I mean, a family-owned company that got bailed out during the financial crisis, that feels woke to me.
Just feels like that level of disclosure and awareness just seems woke.
I mean, recalling
to know when you're backing up.
I mean, shouldn't it be if you bought a car, you own the car, it's your private property, no one can recall it from you?
And if you happen to back up into an elderly woman, like, so be it. We're trying to protect women now? Like, what are we doing with this camera?
What are we doing here? What are we doing, really?
That's all I got. What do you got?
My turn. In our check out Jeff Bezos enjoying his 73% influence over the Amazon boardroom with or without his shirt on. Headline of the week.
Ew.
Go check out the first photos of shirtless Jeff Bezos enjoying his $500 million mega yacht with his girlfriend, Lauren Sanchez.
All I could think of, Matt, is that wasn't there a day in the past where you were involved in some kind of pitch meeting, not necessarily with our company, that one of the board members was shirtless?
Yes, that did happen. That was a real thing.
So you were
that
involved
really
with a shirtless board member once in real life.
I
IRL.
was. I was. Yeah. Although I like to think that Jeff Bezos has 100% influence over his $500 million mega yacht.
Yeah, I would think so, yeah. Absolutely.
But you're just going right over the fact that I'm plugging our product. 73% influence. Yeah, Board Sabermetrics.
I'm so used to it now and don't really understand why people wouldn't buy this data that I don't even miss a beat. Yeah,
you cannot know the influence your CEOs and board members have over their yachts without our data.
True.
That's what I'm saying. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but what happened to just porn and boobs? Headline of the week. YouTube recommended videos about guns, school shootings, and serial killers to researchers simulating accounts of young boys.
Oh. Yeah, see, when I was a young boy, I wasn't into guns, school shootings, and serial killers.
Neither was I.
Yeah.
I mean, I was into, like, fake laser guns from Star Wars, but wasn't everybody just looking to get their dad's copy of Playboy if you were a cisgendered male? Is that it?
Sure. I can't imagine a world where my dad owned a Playboy, though. So I'm
my dad didn't either, but I'm just saying, like, isn't that the thing? Like,
yes.
Your buddy Gus had one, and you were like, where'd you get that?
It was, yes.
All right. Apparently that didn't land.
We can edit that joke out of the show. Don't worry.
That was great. That was great. I'm sorry, I can't come to the door right now. I'm very ill, and I'm afraid that in my weakened condition, I could take a nasty spill down the stairs and subject myself to further school absences. Headline of the week.
Ooh.
Apple says your iPhone will soon be able to speak in your voice with 15 minutes of training.
Yes, the Ferris Bueller effect. I like it.
Thank you. You got the reference.
Yes,
You're the one listener who probably
well, I am old.
No,
I think Ferris Bueller's having a moment. So, yeah.
Is he really?
Probably not, no.
No, I don't think so. May it be mandated that hereforthwith all business shall be conducted with thy fingers, plugging thy nose and thou's mouth, closed to avoid even the merest whiff of GHG emissions, for they do not exist. Headline of the week. Montana's new anti-climate law may be the most aggressive in the nation.
Anti-climate law.
They actually updated their environmental reviews for projects laws to they updated effectively one line, one-line addendum where it says future projects, this is already in there, future projects will measure, quote, the environmental impact of the proposed action, quote, the adverse effect on Montana's environment, and will use, quote, natural and social sciences and ecological information. But now may not include, quote, an evaluation of greenhouse gas emissions and corresponding impacts to the climate. Wow. So they said, use all your science, like think about how it's going to hurt Montana's environment, all that stuff. Just, you cannot use anything that is an emission.
Look, I don't care, Matt. As long as they keep their unlimited speed limits there, that stretch of the highway where you can go as fast as you want, I don't really care what they do.
Well, that's staying.
Yeah.
In our clams, they want clams? This is Nantucket, not some working class Cape Cod Bay bullshit. Tell them we won't sue if they only serve pufferfish cheeks, or else I'm calling Dad.
Uh-oh.
Headline of the week. Billionaire sues Nantucket clam shack set to open near his house.
Why? Why is he doing that?
Okay, the billionaire in question here is Charles Johnson.
Yeah.
Whose dad founded Franklin Investments and made him CEO of the company when he was 24 years old.
Okay.
Talk about a Nepo baby.
Wow. Yeah.
This is the Nepoest Nepo baby in history.
And what's he worried about? He prefers mussels? What's going on here?
He does not like. He lives in the North Wharf, and it's full of billionaires. They do not like that the South Wharf
they don't like
is
humanity.
trying.
Poor people smell like bad. People. Is that what he's saying?
The clam shack proprietor who's trying to get this done said this. It's a long quote, but it's great. Quote, I get NIMBYism. It's easy to understand if you're well-heeled enough to fund any protest, no matter how quixotic. I get why one would have the impulse, But when does it stop? Are we going to the state Supreme Judicial Court next? And frankly, to what end? To stop a properly zoned commercial enterprise in the downtown commercial zone? Look, some people end up in court a lot. I'm lucky enough to not have been one of those people up until now. Mr. Johnson and the members of the old North Wharf Co-op who are pursuing other avenues of legal obstruction seem to know their way around these halls and are far more experienced than I when it comes to suing or being sued by their neighbors or business partners. Maybe I'm naive here, but to me, this feels a lot like asking dad after mom already said no. That is the most well-articulated clam shack owner I've ever read a quote from.
Well, it's an Nantucket clam shack owner.
It's true.
Not the North Shore of Boston, yeah.
In our Home Depot co-founder blames woke diversity for businesses failing to hit the bottom line headline of the week.
Wait, but what about Target? I'm so confused.
Home Depot says its $1 billion boost to wages has already improved customer satisfaction and worker safety, a bright spot in a gloomy Q1.
Wait, that sounds very stakeholdery capitalisms.
I'm just saying, less than 1 month after Bernie Marcus said that woke diversity was why the business was failing, they said wokeness, paying wages, actually improved customer satisfaction and worker safety was the only bright spot in their earnings.
So focusing on some of the other pillars of stakeholders actually helped the bottom line.
You cannot say the S word.
Okay,
the S word is silly,
that's true.
not
that's
stakeholder.
True.
It is silly. In our I'm not planning to do so, no. Headline of the week. Ex-SVB CEO won't commit to giving up $10 million annual pay.
Well, you think he's just going to toss it into the ring, give it to Elizabeth?
I'm just saying, here is the exchange.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Warren asked whether the CEO and I think the CFO were planning on giving up their pay. The CEO said, quote, I promise to cooperate, but did not commit to it. And the CFO said, quote, I'm not planning to do so. No. I like that.
Well, they can blame Twitter. They didn't do anything wrong.
I'm not planning to do so. No. All right, let's finish this out with 3 of the same headline. I could not choose one.
Wait, okay, so you have the same headline, 3 different jokes.
3 different jokes,
this
one
is a
headline.
New concept. I love it. We're finally, just like we are to the ESG industry, we're ESG 2.0. We are finally taking our nuggets to the next level. This is the Nuggets 2.0, right?
The level no one asked us to.
All right, go ahead.
In our, hey, Ma, my teacher said I'll never amount to anything and I should just stop trying because I'm a stupid moron anyway. Tell Dad. Yep. Headline of the week. Exxon rebuts proxy advisor, says net zero emissions scenario unlikely.
Okay.
Here's the quote from Exxon.
Yeah.
And this is kind of important to have in there. Mm-hmm. Exxon says, and this is in rebuttal to Glass Lewis, saying how to vote on a shareholder proposal, quote, it is highly unlikely that society would accept the degradation in global standard of living required to permanently achieve a scenario like net zero.
Okay.
Basically, they said society doesn't want to be less carbon friendly, so probably won't be. So we say we're not going to even try.
Oh,
Don't even try. Don't even try. Ready?
Yeah.
In our... My doctor said I should stop eating ho-hos and anchovies for dinner every night since it'll give me diabetes and high cholesterol. But fuck it, what are the chances I listen to that anyway, right? Headline of the week. Exxon rebuts proxy advisor saying net zero emission scenario unlikely.
This is just getting weird.
In our... Wait.
Yeah.
You mean Greg Goff isn't environmentally friendly?
Wait, whoa. What?
Wait.
Greg Goff?
He was an oil executive? How the hell did no one see this when we elected him to the board? Headline of the week. Exxon rebuts proxy advisor saying net zero emissions scenario unlikely.
Oh, wah, wah.
Wah, wah. That's how we're wrapping it up. That's the show. Those are BIZ Nuggets.
You got Greg Goff back in our game. We haven't talked about Greg Goff, and that was the engine number 1 pick, right? Greg Goff?
Engine number 1's pick, Greg Goff. Very disappointing, apparently.
Yeah, he's a ESG champion. He's a pro-environment champion.
He's
a big win for ESG.
In fact, his
Gregory
Wikipedia page now currently says he's the first environmentally friendly board member on a big oil board.
Seriously?
That's what it says on his environment. He's environmentally friendly. Right. Apparently not that friendly because their chances that we get to a net zero emission scenario are unlikely. And no one wants to degrade themselves by even trying to achieve it. That's our show. That's Damian Rollis. I'm BS Man Matt Muscardi. Can we come up with a nickname for you? Maybe we can crowdsource this.
Does our crowd ever listen to us? Do they ever reach out? Occasionally. Yeah, somebody come up with a nickname.
Reach out.
I don't care if it's positive or negative. Just come up with something.
They don't rate us. They don't give us 5 stars. No. They don't write reviews that say, we love you guys, keep doing what you're doing.
Have you ever done that, though?
I've done that once to us.
Okay. I was going to say, I have never done it, but I think I did it to us once, too, maybe.
I asked my mom to do it, too. Yeah. Those are our 3 reviews. That's all we got. Come back tomorrow when we wrap up the week, but it's only the 2 of us wrapping up the week.
Jeez. Does anybody want to listen to us?
Everyone's gone. It's just
what
us.
Happened? You fired them both when I left West Hartford? What happened?
They were really terrible to begin with. Come back tomorrow. We'll talk to you then. Goodbye.